to be showing you my latest LEGO creation, the Knight on Horse Galloping Kinetic sculpture. So before we get actually into looking how the mechanism actually does function, such as how like the horse actually does gallop, I want to take a quick look on the outside of how the base is actually constructed here. So what I've done is I actually created some nice mountains and such going along the outside here. I've made it a castle just going right here, which is where the knight is actually going to. Here I've made a minifigure scale representation of the top of a castle with a knight just poking his head out of there. Towards this side I've made a little fight scene at two knights going at each other here. Some weaponry and such, just some nice fight scenes going on in general. Towards this direction here, what I've made it is a weapon rack, which is with having all the weapons accessories that knights do carry. So to make the actual rotation of the horse, or the galloping of the horse here, what I had to do was I had to first offset this lift arm here. So for each single rotation of this crank here, the actual movement just goes up and back in to the actual lift arm, as you can see there. Now to actually stabilize that movement of the lift arms going in and out like that, because if this lift arm wasn't there, this would have been going side to side. And this lift arm actually does prevent that, and it makes a much more fluid looking motion overall, and creates a much more nicer galloping effect for the horse in general there. And to actually alternate that mechanism so it goes on to the other foot, so it gallops like one foot and then the other, and so on and so forth. What I had to do is I had to alternate the mechanism pattern. So this exact same mechanism I took, and I basically just transferred it to this side here, but I just reversed the actual mechanism, how it looks. And that's just about all for that mechanism part there, of how that actually moves. Now moving on to how the second set of gears, or the second set of the legs move, what I did was I just meshed 24 tooth gears together, and by doing so, it made a nice spacing between the other set of the feet, or the horse legs, whatever you like to call it. And I basically just repeated that exact same mechanism on that side, and that just about finished off the entire mechanism of how the horse actually gallops. So taking a closer look into how the actual horse does like go back and forth as the horse is actually moving, what I've actually done here is this back foot. If you notice, each time the rotation is done here, you can see that it is just moving that foot upwards. You can see this back foot extends to its full position and just moves the actual horse upwards into that position. It's basically all it is it's this mechanism that I showed you previously here, combined with this lift arm mechanism here, which is just slightly moving the horse up and down. And that's just about how the horse actually does rock back and forth. So this actually model is powered by a crank or a motor. In my case, it's an M motor. But when I use a crank, I just literally just used two pieces here, which are this cylindrical piece and this crank here. And that is basically just what makes the entire horse move like so. But if you have the power functions, here you can see that whenever you plug the motor actually into the model and then just power it on, you can see that the horse actually does start galloping like so. So here's a little look on how the actual head is actually made. I've used quite a lot of these hinges in the head of how the construction of it went together, and some 1x1 modified bricks just to kind of make the actual overall shape and whatnot of the actual model. And with all that being considered, I hope you guys found this video useful and entertaining. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, as it really helps me out to make more of this kind of content. Leave a like on the video, as I know you like this kind of content. Go check out my Instagram, FastLego Studios, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.